What's good, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the 2026 GMC Terrain Elevation, finished in this absolutely beautiful ebony twilight metallic paint. This particular model we're looking at today has barely 300 miles on that bad boy. If I'm remembering correctly, I don't even think it's past 400, so it's got to be 3-something. As far as this particular color and darker lighting, it looks rich, deep, and almost jet black, but once the sunlight hits it, you start seeing the metallic flakes sparkle through the paint, and it gives the Terrain a premium luxury look that honestly makes it look way more expensive than it actually is. The new Terrain already got a major redesign recently, but in this elevation trim, the blacked out styling, aggressive front, huge screen setup, and modern interior, GMC really stepped their game up with this one. Before we get too far into the details and design of this vehicle, let's start with some of the main numbers, because a lot of people shopping for a compact SUV want to know the important stuff first. The 2026 GMC Terrain Elevation comes with a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine producing around 175 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. The front-wheel drive models get a continuously variable transmission, while all-wheel drive vehicles get an 8-speed automatic transmission.
Sound like, not gonna lie to you, sound crazy. But hey, that's that 2026 GMC for you. See how that transmission holds up.
The Terrain seats up to 5 passengers comfortably. As far as the fuel economy on this bad boy, you get 26 in the city, 28 on the highway for many of the front-wheel drive models, and then you get around 24 in the city and 28 on the highway for the all-wheel models, depending on your configuration. And for a vehicle this size, that's honestly pretty solid. Cargo space is another strong point. Behind the second row, you get almost 30 cubic feet of cargo room. Fold the rear seats down and that jumps up to over 63 cubic feet. Now, as far as dimension-wise, the Terrain sits in that sweet spot. It's big enough to feel roomy and comfortable, but still compact enough to park easily and maneuver through traffic without feeling like you're driving a giant SUV. And honestly, that balance right there is one of the biggest reasons compact SUVs are so popular right now. You're going to be getting practicality without the bulk. As far as the exterior, the 2026 Terrain Elevation really starts to stand out. The older Terrains look decent, but this new generation looks significantly more modern and aggressive. The front end has a much more upright appearance now. You're getting that bold grille design, sharp LED lighting, and more squared off body shape, and a strong body line throughout the whole vehicle in general. And if I'm being completely honest with you, it almost gives off a mini Yukon vibe, especially in this ebony twilight metallic color we have here in front of us. And GMC did a smart job when it comes to the elevation trim, specifically because they leaned heavily into blacked out styling. I even looked up and seen there's a blacked out package you can get that has all the emblems blacked out, and that looks pretty smooth. It looks sporty without trying too hard. One thing I really like is that GMC avoided making the design overly complicated. A lot of modern SUVs have fake vents everywhere, excessive lines, and weird futuristic styling for no reason. But with the Terrain, they keep things clean. Another thing that's worth mentioning is that it's available in a 2-tone roof option as well. That adds a little bit more personality to the Terrain and helps it stand out in parking lots full of boring crossovers. But let's not forget about the wheel design as well. And we have the 19-inch wheel package on this bad boy with the Continental tires. It also helps out a lot. Even with the standard wheel setup, it looks modern and upscale. And once you step into some of the higher packages with the larger wheels, the Terrain starts to look surprisingly premium. Let's spend a moment talking about this specific color with the ebony twilight metallic. It's probably GMC's most best paint option. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pictures and videos honestly do not do it full justice. And in low lighting, it can almost look like pure gloss black. But let's not forget, when that sunlight hits it, I'm telling you, the metallic sparkles look so smooth. It makes the vehicle look so much better. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. This is a beautiful, beautiful vehicle. But of course, we do have to be realistic here. Like most dark colors, it will show dirt, pollen, and scratches way more easily. So, hey, just keep that in mind. That's honestly why a lot of people steer away from getting darker vehicles. So if you're somebody who likes keeping their vehicle spotless, you'll probably find yourself washing it pretty often. But hey, it is what it is. So already starting to get some of those wonderful bugs on the front. A decent amount of highway miles, a little bit of dirt road situation, nothing too crazy. Some angles you can't really tell, but then when you get up close, now you can see. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, Chad. Wow. I hope the wind is not messing up the audio. It's hard to see my screen also out in the sunlight. That's crazy. Nah, but obviously, the window is going to be outrageous regardless. But yeah, that's looking pretty rough. Pretty rough. Tires, rim situation. Just in case you were wondering what it's going to look like after. It's not even been 3 days. But when it's clean, this thing looks amazing, especially if you have some tinted windows. The factory tint isn't super dark, but hey, it is what it is. You could always get a little bit darker situation going if you need to after the fact of purchasing this bad boy. Moving inside the Terrain, this is another area where GMC made a huge improvement. The interior now feels way more modern than older vehicles. The first thing you notice immediately is that massive screen setup. The 15-inch infotainment display dominates the dashboard and gives the interior a high-tech look. And unlike some manufacturers that just slap a screen onto the dash awkwardly, GMC actually integrated it with the design pretty well. The cabin overall feels cleaner, more upscale, and more driver-focused. You'll get an 11-inch digital driver display as well behind that steering wheel. So when you combine both screens together, the interior feels significantly more premium than many people probably expect from a compact SUV in this price range. And oh my goodness, let's get to the seats. The seats are very comfortable. The Elevation trim comes standard with heated front seats and heated steering wheel, which honestly is a nice situation to see because some manufacturers still make you pay extra for features like that. Material quality is solid overall. Now, is this a full luxury SUV interior? No, you'll still find some harder plastics in certain areas, but GMC did a pretty good job at mixing practicality with the upscale styling. The stitching, textures, dashboard layout, and lighting all help to make the cabin feel more refined. Rear seat space is also pretty good for a compact SUV. Adults can fit back there comfortably without feeling cramped, and because the roofline isn't aggressively sloped, headroom stays usable. That's something that a lot of crossover SUVs struggle with nowadays. The Terrain also offers useful storage throughout the cabin as well. You've got decent door pockets, center console storage, cup holders, cargo flexibility, and folding rear seats. So this is the type of vehicle that actually works well for real everyday life. Now, as far as technology and features, technology is clearly one of the biggest focuses of the new Terrain. And honestly, GMC packed this thing with way more tech than people probably expect. As far as the infotainment system, it supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You also get Google built-in functionality on many setups. That means you can use Google Maps, Google Assistant, voice commands, and connect apps directly through the vehicle. That's fire. The screen itself looks crisp and modern, like all the other aspects of the vehicle. The menus are clean, and overall it feels way more advanced than the older GMC systems. The digital gauge cluster, that also has a premium touch as well. Instead of the old school analog gauges, you get a modern configurable display that can show navigation, vehicle information, media, fuel economy, and more. This particular model also has wireless phone charging. Of course, it has the backup camera. Of course, it has remote start. Of course, it has a power lift gate. Has USB connectivity as well, along with OnStar services. But honestly, for a compact SUV, the amount of technology packed into this vehicle is very impressive. Now, one thing some owners have mentioned online is the occasional infotainment glitches or Apple CarPlay hiccups, which is very unfortunate, but is becoming way more common across the entire auto industry because modern vehicles are relying so heavily on software now. But overall, the Terrain technology package is one of the strongest selling points. Safety is another major area where the Terrain performs very well. GMC included a long list of standard driver assistant features, and nowadays buyers expect this stuff. The 2026 Terrain comes with over 16 standard safety and driver assistance systems. It includes adaptive cruise control, forward collision alert, automatic emergency braking, blind zone steering assist, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, rear cross traffic braking, HD rear vision camera, front pedestrian and bicyclist braking, rear park assist, safety alert seat, and it also has automatic high beams as well. And honestly, having all those systems included standard helps the Terrain compete really well in the compact SUV segment, especially for families. The adaptive cruise control system is especially nice on longer highway drives, and features like blind zone monitoring and rear cross traffic alerts make daily driving way less stressful. Now, of course, driver assistance is always just to assist you, never to replace you. So please stay focused and safe on the road. Now let's talk about how it drives. So as far as, the 1.5 liter turbo engine, it's not trying to be a race car engine. I'm gonna be honest with you. This vehicle is designed for comfort, practicality, efficiency, and daily usability. And honestly, for normal driving, it does the job well. The turbocharger helps provide a decent low-end torque so the terrain doesn't feel painfully slow around town. The acceleration is smooth, the ride quality is comfortable, and the suspension does a good job at soaking up rough roads. But I will say, me personally, I wish it was a little bit more firmer of a suspension because it does do a little bit too much bending and moving when you're doing turns at certain speeds. If you drive it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. One thing GMC vehicles typically do well is making everyday driving feel relaxed, and the terrain follows that same formula. It feels calm, easy to drive, easy to park, and visibility is pretty good overall. The steering is light enough for city driving but still controlled enough for highway speeds. Now if you get the all-wheel drive version, you also get an 8-speed automatic transmission instead of the CVT. And honestly, many drivers will probably prefer that setup because it feels more traditional and responsive. The all-wheel drive system also helps in the rain, snow, and rougher weather conditions. Road noise is reasonably controlled. It's not completely silent inside, but for the segment, it's respectable. And overall, the terrain feels more refined than older models, which is a good thing. Who is the 2026 GMC Elevation actually for? Honestly, I think this vehicle makes the most sense for people who want to have a comfortable daily driver, want the modern technology, good fuel economy for the vehicle size, the SUV practicality, a premium looking design without the premium price, and something easy to live with every day. This type of SUV works for small families, couples, commuters, college students, content creators, road trips, everyday errands, and people that's downsizing from a larger SUV. It gives you enough space without feeling oversized, and visually it looks way more upscale than many of the competitors, especially, like I said in this video plenty of times, in that ebony twilight metallic color. I just like saying that, ebony twilight metallic. I was saying ebony black twilight metallic sometimes, and I had to redo it and say ebony twilight metallic. I don't know why I want to say ebony black. Why would I say a double situation? But yeah, anyway. If styling matters to you at all, the Terrain Elevation definitely has the advantage. Now let's talk about some of the pros and cons quickly. Some of the pros is obviously first and foremost the styling. The redesign looks fantastic. Secondly, the technology. The huge infotainment screen, the digital display gives the interior that modern premium feel that you need and that you desire. Now let me stop playing. Third is the practicality. The Terrain offers useful cargo space, comfortable seating, and a solid everyday usability. Fourth, fuel economy. For an SUV with this much space and tech, the MPG numbers are respectable, like I've said before. Fifth, safety. GMC includes a ton of driver assistance features standard. Now for the cons. The base engine is fine, but performance enthusiasts probably won't find this exciting at all, being honest with you. Some people may prefer physical buttons instead of relying on the screen so heavily, but we do get some of those buttons at the bottom that are actually able to be moved. And while we're talking about some of the buttons, that main button to turn up and down the volume, the big juicy one right there, that's beautiful and even has a magnificent screen inside of it too. But one thing I don't like about it is you're going to have to deal with possibly touching the screen a lot while twisting it. I was turning down the airspeed here and there, and I was like, why is that happening? Then I looked and I realized I've been touching it while I'm twisting the knob. So I wish the knob sat a little bit further away from the screen instead of so much more flush and compact. Another con is sometimes, like all modern vehicles, software glitches with the infotainment system can occur. Also, the dark paint colors on this particular model look incredible when clean, but that is a con. It's going to be more maintenance to keep looking perfect. Now, as far as my final thoughts on what I think of the 2026 GMC Terrain Elevation in this beautiful ebony twilight metallic, honestly, GMC did a really good job with the redesign. The Terrain feels significantly more modern, more premium, and more competitive. The styling stands out, the technology is impressive, the interior feels upscale, and the overall package makes a lot of sense for everyday drivers. And the way the color looks on the outside with the inside interior, it just takes the whole thing to another level. The ebony twilight metallic gives the Terrain a clean, luxurious, inspired appearance that works perfectly with the blacked out Elevation styling. It looks expensive, it looks modern, and it definitely turns more heads than the average compact SUV. But for the people wanting a practical compact SUV that style feels stylish and premium without jumping into a full luxury pricing situation, the 2026 Terrain Elevation is honestly one of the more better looking options out right now. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap up this full look at the 2026 GMC Terrain Elevation. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a comment down below letting me know what you think of this new Terrain redesign. Would you buy one? Would you choose this color, or would you go with another trim? I'd like to know down in the comments. I'm sure everybody else would as well. All right, I'm gonna get a little pull for you guys real quick. Don't try this at home, motherfuckers. Let's ruin that transmission, boys. 0 to 60 in 20.5 seconds. Hear that engine roar. But anyway, first impressions, it drives smooth. I guess feel big as fuck on the road. I cannot cuss like that in this video. It feels huge on the streets, I'm not gonna lie. Currently holding the camera because I'm scared. It's on a tripod right now, so in the passenger seat. And I think it's gonna fall and break. So, you know, left hand on that steering wheel, right hand on that pussy. Right hand on that, let me stop. Left hand on that steering wheel, right hand on that tripod to film that pussy. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, so far, you know, the acceleration it lacks some shit to be desired. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're not gonna be, you know, Need for Speed zigzagging in the highway in the streets like that. Not with this. This is not for, you know, super duper speed. This is, you know, chill and be cool, I guess, because that's all you're gonna be doing in this bad boy. Technically speaking, this is the first time I done did a video driving a car trying to talk about the vehicle. Look, it drives like a brand new car. It's only like 200 and something miles on this bad boy. No, 300. That's the gas mileage. I go now. Good luck, everybody. Uh-oh, did we lose traction just now? Oh my gosh. That was quite scary. Can I take my hand off of that right quick? The braking is pretty strong when you touch on it a little bit. Video footage is off the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. In case any of you camera geeks is wondering. I'm not gonna lie, I almost went off the road right there, guys. Do not use your phone and drive. I repeat, do not use your phones and drive. But luckily, I'm a professional. I do this. Come on, girl. I don't trust you. I'm not turning till you turn. Does this motherfucker got a sports mode? The motherfucker got normal and ice. All right, guys, I was trying to see if it had a sport mode, and it does not, unfortunately. The only modes this bad boy comes with is normal and snow and ice. So, I don't know what snow and ice mode is if we don't have four-wheel drive, but alrighty. Alrighty then. Highway cruising is what this bad boy is for, bruising for, you know what I'm saying? Cruising for bruising for the highway maneuver. Let's see how I overtake this car real quick. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's not my Acura, but you know what I'm saying? It does something. It does something. But yeah, this driving portion ain't gonna be too long, y'all. I just want to show y'all how this thing move and groove, you feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and do a little zigzag over here. A little risky behavior. Risky for the biscuit sometimes, you feel me? Hopefully the microphone's picking up my voice right. We're gonna come up to a stop right here. We're gonna wait to turn left. In my vehicle, I would already took the left, but in this one, that acceleration, nah, I don't want to do that right now. Yep, still got scared. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. At least nobody's behind me to honk, because I could have probably been went that time just now. Oh well, the wind is moving this bad boy like it's a light feather. The suspension is got me feeling like I'm twerking in here. I know y'all can't see that on the camera, but goodness gracious. Now you know you never should have pulled in front of me like that. Now if I hit you from the rear end, then what you gonna do? I reckon I just found the parking lot I'm gonna do the walk around in, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, darn tootin'. Get your boots a scootin'. I'll call y'all back. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.